Vroom, 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 vroom. I love NASCAR.
Oh, there's contact. Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Fortune's out.
And a huge wreck to end this race. Matt Kenseth is going to get to the finish line first. Is everybody okay? And one of the championship drivers got through. Which ones didn't?
Here's the big one. Man.
Well, there goes half the field.
Sure does. You can see Joey Logano really aggressive to the rear bumper of the 10. He's going to push him all the way up to the 2. And they just, right before the 10 gets there, there's a little bit of movement. And that little bit of movement, when you make that much contact, turns your car right around. That's exactly what happened to Brad Keselowski and the 10 of Almirola.
Crash on the track.
Just talking about Denny Airborne, A.J. Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon, David Rudiman, Matt Kenseth all involved.
You see Denny down on the inside right there. That thing just turns right.
Yeah.
It's like
that was
something
strange.
That was really strange.
Wow. Stewart feeling good, and how about Kurt Busch in that outside lane with help from David Gilmour?
Oh, here we go.
We got trouble.
Then it's
There we
over.
go. That's it.
Like I said, you lead at the white.
That's it.
You're good to go. But they may
No
race to the
caution yet.
finish.
They're
Yep.
going to let them race back here. That happened over in turn 2, so they got plenty of room.
To Bubba, you've got the inertia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars all slamming into Bubba Wallace, and as soon as they touched him, he was already in trouble, in my opinion. That car was loose. We saw it several times, and as soon as they touched him, away it went. Wrecked the whole field. That's a big one. Yeah, I mean, you take that inertia clear back to Cindric back there in the bright yellow car. Watch this. As they get to him, you see Chastain getting, and see them 4 cars pull away. It was actually 3 cars, but they pulled right up to the bumper of the 1 car, and as they collectively got to him, they all hit the 23 is basically what happens.
In real time, at speed, and you see just how little anyone has time to react. From on board, Joey Logano.
Crash in turn 1.
Huge crash. Unbelievable crash.
Kyle Busch got into the back of Casey Kane. Kane got turned into the wall as Busch tried to change lanes. And a lot of cars are really torn up. Yes.
Some heavy hits.
It's the big one.
Yeah, that started happening before it got to the
They ain't going to make it.
They got to make it 6 more times.
Oh, there they go. There we go. There was no way.
Oh, it's Kurt Busch up and over. Boyer's in it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Gordon down to the grass.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Boyer, McMurray. They're just, guys, I'm with Denny. And, you know, having been in these situations, cars get a little bit loose and crazy as they get the end of the back straightaway.
I mean, do they think it's 10 to go?
Oh,
trouble. Here we go.
Stacking up.
Here we go.
Jimmy Johnson got turned, and they pile up behind him.
14, 48. I mean, the whole crowd. There's a 10.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Now watch Jimmy Johnson outside, second row.
Oh, they got 4 wide. What happened was the 1 car, he snuck to the outside of the 48, getting into turn 3, and the 6 tried to go to the inside.
In your era, Jeff.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Almirola Bowman.
Oh, the 24's on his side. Remember what I said, Clint, about 21 cars? I don't know if we got there, but man, that took out a lot of race cars and a lot of great race cars, and they're
I know Eric Almirola was one of the front ones up front, so anytime that happens up front, you're going to take out a lot of them. There's Jamie McMurray.
All these cars stuck in that mode. We've had heavy rain down here overnight. To his teammate, Christopher Bell. Now that's going to get him to the rear bumper.
Big shot.
He just got over on that right side.
I could tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends. That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them pull up to other cars. It's also, in my experience, makes them squirrely. When that car hits him, it pushes that car into the steer of the rear end, and it can turn you in a heartbeat.
Matt Kenseth and Carl Edwards, 3 Fords. Hard already. The wall. Slams to the outside. It's 5-time champion Jimmy Johnson. He collects Danica Patrick and the 34 of David Reagan.
Trevor Bayne, the 21 car, winner from last year. You see him involved?
Kurt Busch is involved.
I'm a little worried about Jimmy. He took a hard lick right in the door. And there's the HenryCar.com Chevrolet of Kurt Busch. He's got damage.
1 lap and 600 feet, and it's calamity.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Just got a little tap in the back end.
I believe that might have been Elliott Sadler at 33.
Elliott Sadler gave him just a little tap. Right here's what I was talking about. Watch Danica. Right there, she gets some damage, but then watch her go down. Jimmy's car's total, but watch her right here. Right between those 2 cars.
Oh, Berry's gone, and he goes up and over. Huge hit for Josh Berry. Eric Jones is involved. There's Austin Cindric.
And get some kind of big move here off turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there
Johnson to the wall with the one of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. 1 on its roof. 1 car hard into the wall.
That was
and it ends in flames and sparks.
Our front row sitter up here, he's got a torn up race car.
Really got to run. Okay, close to 21 car right on by.
That 97 has shown to be fast, very fast.
And what's at stake for him here? He's
trouble.
Contact on the backstretch. It's Mike Waltrip and now Brian Vickers. Robbie Gordon, 31. The time. Waltrip's over. 1, 2, 3 times for Michael Waltrip.
Well, there's the big one right there. Took a lot. There's a lot of good cars right there. Is that Sterling Marlin in there?
40 cars in it. That's Michael Waltrip's car, upside down.
Terry Smith.
See movement there at the left side of the car's roof.
And when you're in a situation like that, you are just a passenger, especially when these cars start turning each other. Here you see, looks like Johnny Sauter slid up in the 30 car into Brian Vickers in the 25. A chain reaction.
Yes, that's Michael Talkins. Yeah.
And Biffle, the pole sitter, looks like he barely got through there.
So you see the tire come off of Michael's car. Then it got into that grass softened by the rain, and it just dug in, just like we saw Ryan Newman's last year, and sent the car over.
There's Harvick, Kevin LePage, Johnny Benson,
Terry Labonte. You saw McMurray and Vickers.
Okay, here we go. This might be our best shot.
Watch the car on the bottom there. The blue and yellow car. Slides up right there. Just ever so little contact, which doesn't look like a lot when you're running 185, 190 miles per hour. It's a lot.
There's the 15. About right now, he's going to dig in. There goes one of the tires that Alan talked about.
Crash. Denny Hamlin involved.
Big
like
crash.
Noah Gregson, Austin Cindric. This is what we talk about. Compromise track position, and you get right in the middle of it. Look at some of the big name drivers involved.
I kind of have to see how this one started. I know that Chase was out to a pretty sizable lead, about 2 car lengths off of turn 2, and they ran him down quickly in the middle of the back straightaway.
It looked like a move was going down. Remember that yellow line at the bottom is out of bounds, so you can't really block a guy down there, but that's what it looked like. Looked like it was the 88 and a couple different cars. Denny Hamlin, the 1 seat in the bracket, sits here with a ton of damage. Let's take a look at it, Dale. What happens is 88 4th car in line on the inside. Notice the car in front of him.
Now they're in the fence on the outside line there. Just a lot of stack up and a lot of bumper-to-bumper contact. I'd like to see that again. So if you watch the outside line as they all kind of catch the 9 car, Chase Elliott, there's a lot of contact right there. As Christopher Buescher lifts off the gas, the 7, all those cars behind him, they all just make, they just run in the back of each other. Big accordion effect. They caught the 9 so quickly down the back straightaway. And
so I was looking to the inside, but you absolutely were dead on. It was the outside lane where the wreck kind of started. Right, the 88 kind of catches your attention with the block at the bottom, but the wreck is on the outside of the racetrack. So let's look at that high shot again. Look in the middle, like the 34, the 11, those 2 cars on the outside, that bright orange 11.
They're going to catch the 9. The 17 is going to run up on the back bump of the 9. He recognizes that. He lifts. No one else does. Everybody runs into the back of him, and it turns the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek into the wall, and then everything behind him just gets destroyed.
That's right. The 42 checks up. The 11 catches him. They both spit into the outside wall, and when they come back, it is a windshield wiper across the front of the field.
Caution is out. The race is over. Trucks up in the air. Nick Sanchez leading when the caution flag came out. Bring it back around.
Here. Raja gets into Jack Wood, turns him around. Watch the 17. Just contact from Daniel Dye, turns him over.
Bailey Curry in the middle of that mess. Matt Crafton sliding along. He keeps his truck pointed in the right direction. Look at Matt storm out of there.
Let's ride with Daniel Dye,
our Fox In Race reporter
and cameraman.
Unbelievable impact.
Daniel had no idea there was going to be a truck right in front of him when he went down that straightaway. That is scary looking.
It's just amazing.
But like you said, that's about as soft as you can turn one over.
That's exactly right. And it didn't just keep tumbling either, like we've seen happen so many times. I don't know if Raja just lost the front end of his number 71 Chevy or what went down there, but he definitely went up the track and made
the runs on top.
Oh!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric, hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out. McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay. Joey Logano we see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
I think McDowell's the winner of this race, guys.
He was first across the line. NASCAR will review and have to determine the finish at the moment of caution.
And we'll wait for official word. Huge win if that's the case.
But Bob Jenkins' Front Row Motorsports crew is celebrating on pit road.
Oh, wouldn't that be incredible? You're going to see some emotion out of this guy if this comes back.
The final time, Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Wow. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Scoring unofficial. Crowd here. And he is okay. Let's see what happened.
I think it's really Jeff trying to get the 18 car Kyle Busch up out of the way.
Pushing on that left side again.
Yeah, he's just working on him, Michael. Kyle was blocking, And Jeff was trying to get him loose and get him up out of the way, and he just got on the left side and spun him out.
Look at the job Ambrose and Boyer did coming through there. And there's our buddy old Brad Keselowski. We ain't seen him up front all night. He's fixing to restart with a chance to win this baby.
Yeah, I asked Larry, I said, is Brad Keselowski in this race?
Well, Jeff Gordon's car went about 1,000 feet on the driver's door before it barrel rolled to a stop.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski in that too. He's in that backup car.
You see Jeff down there. He just gets down on this left corner, and we've seen that time and time and time again.
You got to stay off the left side. What do we do about that, though, man? How do we fix it? The drivers just have to make the decision that they've got to lay off that left side.
Look at this long slide for Gordon, and that's Kurt Busch tangled up with him and Jimmy Johnson. And that car still hasn't lost much of its momentum as it goes side over side and comes to rest.
Michael
on
made
its roof.
A really good point, though, Mike. These cars are so much bigger than the cars.
And everybody!
Are you kidding me? This is big. Wow. But
Boy, it just reminds me of the Clash. Same type of carnage that we saw where these cars were going everywhere. A lot of damage as they all got to turn 3.
Well, that ruined everything.
I mean, sometimes I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
You know, there's just those feel-good stories that build in a race. And, boy, Matt DiBenedetto was doing such an amazing job.
Oh, man, I tell you what.
So let's go to the Goodyear blimp as drivers climb out or try to make their way back to pit road. And look at the outside lane, DiBenedetto and Paul Menard.
Yeah, Paul Menard giving a pretty nice push down the back straightaway to DiBenedetto. Gets to his right rear. Oh, yeah, that just starts to turn him a little bit.
Got him in the right rear.
And then he collects Menard. 17th of February, looking way too much like the 4th of July.
Amen.
Fireworks everywhere.
Yeah, and it really and truly, it was Paul Menard. He gave DiBenedetto a little shove, but it was on the outside, on the right side, and that just turned DiBenedetto in the outside wall, and then it was on from there.
And a different situation than we saw in the clash between Menard and with Jimmy Johnson, but it was a similar thing when we heard the spotter on the 21, Menard say, well, he zigged, and
Jimmy comes up, but then McMurray actually comes down and gets onto the left front. It's on from there. I mean, we talked about it earlier. As soon as somebody makes a mistake and you're in this big pack of cars, you're going to take a lot of people with you. It's just how it happens. You can, some of these cars riding around the back actually got in the wreck as well. So one mistake by a driver, a mistake by...
And here comes Harvick, the 29, with Matt Kenseth.
Oh, Mark got loose. Mark got loose.
And Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line.
Dog crash. Here they come. Checker flag. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
We got one car on his roof coming across the start-finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Jeff Gordon's wrecked.
And they are still wrecking.
Montoya, Stremme, Kenseth. Clint Boyer gets slid sideways. Whammo.
And he'll cross the start-finish line unofficially upside down in the 18th position.
On fire. I mean, that's Joey Chitwood couldn't do that.